My Rocky Mountain elk was taken in northern New Mexico on the Rio Costilla. Now, this is an area near Taos, New Mexico. It's actually an area of land that was grandfathered in under the old Spanish land grants. There were famous outlaws that lived in old log cabins in this area. And we actually, when we were there hunting, found an old camp. The cabin was found when they came in and timber cut the area.
Well, Tom, this is the cabin that the famous outlaw of Costilla, David Vigil, used as his, his little hole in the wall, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that this is his cabin that everybody talked about. This particular area in New Mexico has quite a bit of history. First inhabited by Utes, Apache, Navajo, Kiowa Indians. And of course, this was a lot of their hunting ground. And then of course, in the early 1800s, some of the Spanish settlers started moving into this place. And of course, it was a land grant that was issued by the Spanish crown to one man. And that man was Narciso Bubian. But there's been outlaws out here. There's been infamous people such as our local outlaw, which was David Vigil, who did his deeds and ran up these mountain ranges to hide from the law. So there's a lot of history here in the Costilla Valley.
I think one of the real great conservation efforts was the Rocky Mountain elk. The Elk Foundation and through a lot of hunters have, Rocky Mountain elk are everywhere now, and they've just done super well.
Wow.
This is a big rub and it's fresh. Look how high it goes.
Oh man.
It's a big bull. He's working this area in here, and you can see how he's been rubbing it down over here. And they like to pick on these pine trees because it's got some sap and some dark tar that gets the horns nice and dark. And of course, they'll push on it. It's real flexible, see?
Fight back.
Yeah, they'll push on that. They'll push, and it's a real aggressive act on their part.
Really nice elk hunting there, really big bulls, and in early September when the rut's going on, you get in the right place and you can really hear the screaming bulls. And it's all about a chess game at that point. It's about getting in front of those bulls, getting in the right position, and trying to call them into range. Lee Vigil was my guide, and he had incorporated a pal or a buddy to help us out. Because what we wanted to do is use a decoy and call them in kind of in a dueling calling situation. So what we did was we heard an elk scream, and we got up into this park, or basically a meadow that was on a bench in the mountain, and we set up. The guides got back about 30 or 40 yards from me and set up a decoy and began calling. And Lee would call and his partner would call. And Lee would call and his partner would call, and one of them would bugle. And they just got this dueling match going of like bulls that were calling and cows that were there. And all of a sudden, my cameraman goes, there he is, there he is. I go to full draw and I'm waiting and waiting, and this bull comes out. And it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's a smaller bull than I thought it was going to be. This bull is like a 250 bull, 240 bull, and I'm like, ooh, that's not really the bull I want to get. The bugle I've been hearing is much deeper, and it's a bigger bull. And I watched this bull go by, and my cameraman, I remember, he goes, shoot him, shoot him. And I didn't shoot, and I let down. And I let that bull pass, thinking that there had to be one following him. And sure enough, I hear another scream, and it's the other bull coming. And then I hear my cameraman say, draw again, here he is. And I can't see anything over here, but I can hear him coming. I go to full draw, and here he walks out. right here.
You nailed him.
Yeah!
You nailed him. Oh, Tom.
Good job, guys.
Congrats.
Excellent job. Excellent job.
I think he fell down just right there.
He didn't go far, did he?
No, he didn't go far at all.
Man, did that work out slick, you guys? What a bamboozle did we put on him.
Oh, yeah. We tricked him, didn't we?
Let's go see him.
Let's go. Oh, here's your arrow. There's the arrow. There's the bull. There's the bull. Let's
Thank
check
you
him
very
out.
much, Miguel. Excellent job.
He's down. Here's your arrow. Here's your arrow.
Good job, Lee. Look at this.
He's a nice bull.
Incredible, man.
He's a good representative of the bulls we got here.
He's incredible. I was so excited when we moved into that open park. You told me to go set up. I got set up in there. Here comes a bull. Closer, closer, closer. 18 yards. It's a small one. And we pass because we hear this other one coming behind him. 22-yard shot, man. He doesn't go 100 yards. Look at that.
He's nice. He's got some long soles.
Yeah.
He's a good. Looks like he rubbed this off during velvet. But that, that's unique. I mean, look at that. It's long. Look at that.
So this is the whale's tail right here?
Right there. Yeah. He's a nice bull.
Look how big he is. Incredible. With a bow and arrow, man, when you get in bow range of one of these guys, I mean, this is turkey hunting to the 10th power.
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, you bet.
Just an amazing hunt. To look on my wall now and see that big bull elk up there with those other two, it just, it reminds me of just great memories and times in the Rocky Mountains, because that's what elk hunting's all about.